Okay, let me get on with this. As spoken, the Grim Reaper speaks. Takpans is 75. Apparently the hand of God is I think I should start over. Takpans is 74. If you take away the S, sometimes there's words there you should add the S, and then sometimes there are words we should not add the S. The S is 19. Okay, so 74 would actually be 55, and that would be liberty. Mr. is 31, and 55 is 86. Takpans at 74, and Mr. of 31 is 105, the hand of God. 70, 10 times 7, and 35. 35 electric company, 2 times 35, or 1.5 times 70, 105. It just so happens that the 70 and 35 highway or interstates meet in the US. I think that's in Kansas, going down to Texas. When you have 1050 New World Order, well, like I said, the hand of God 105, superpower 1050. You don't know when I'm stoned? Don't throw stones. I'm really never stoned. Not at all, not really. Can't say it. And if I am, it's almost like you throwing dust in the air and breathing it in. That's as close to stone I really can be. Now we're into question number 2. Well, that is the question, isn't it? I can't talk to God, but really the question is it God that we talk to? I can't talk to G, but I can talk to D. Now, G, D, T, you have to understand, is it God or is it the judge? Judge. Number judge, J10, U21. J, total 31. JU, not QU, but JU. DGE, Jedi, judge. D4, G7, E5, that's 16. Total, judge, 47. Time, 47. Jesus, 74. Cross, 74. Double the time of 47 is 94. Reverse 94 to 49, that's 7 times 7, 77 is the number to Christ. Well, that is the question, isn't it? I can't talk to God. I can't talk to G, but I can talk to D. BTD, I don't really know what that is. Could be G. The G, okay, is actually 3, 1, 3, and 7. We have a gateway, right? So it's 3, then 1, then 3. 3 and 1 get you to that gateway. So 3 and 1 will create that 4D, or 3 and 1D, or 31 as in Mr. Total of 31. I see some identification, please. You can't card God. Can I see some identification, please? Freemasons say Gad, D are the same. Some write it as G underline D, 7 and 4. So for me to swear to God that requires more information, perhaps there is a valid reason. Because who is the judge? Reality is he who takes the choice to decide is the God of his own choice. He who has made judgment is not always to say is God. I can speculate and assume and draw invalid conclusions based on perspective and failed attempts in communication, but that proves nothing. And when the world has questions, we are to trust. I like that word. We are to trust and believe based on truth, based on faith. Who knows what the truth is? And our world has never worked that way. It would be naive to think, after liars, thieves, even scammers, preying on the gullible, that humans should let their defenses dawn based on chance. It would be irresponsible. It would be dangerous, not just to you, but everyone around. And decisions like that should never be taken lightly. Do I swear? Look, I don't know 100% what they are. I know what the Bible says for the most part. I know it's a test. The return of the signal testing system. I know things to come and I see signs, but my loyalty is to the people. And I agree. And when you think loyal, I always think red and blue, creating purple, or yellow and purple. I have witnessed many things the angels can do. If they can do it, God can do it. But I have no idea just how much power an angel has, and nothing to compare to which makes them a god by definition. I can't be reckless. I can't take stupid chances and hope for the best. I got lucky last time. I crossed lines that should not have been crossed. My own interest at this point is what is best for the people. You have to earn trust. You can't demand it. You can't expect it. There are many important decisions I am faced with. Yes, it is Jesus. Gets his power from Satan. Is that what it says? I am faced with, yes it is, said Jesus. Yes, it is, said Jesus. Gets his power from Satan. But that is not entirely true. The Grim Reaper did according to some beliefs. And I am those crossroads as we speak. That is the temptation. We need temptation. We need to know what goodness is in order to have the balance. And if prophecy says you have this gift, who am I to argue? I don't have to be like, who am I to argue? I don't have to like where it came from. It's a pretty big deal, not something to take lightly with no guidance and no authority to tell me no, or what will happen is a great risk. I have come too far, but at this time, there are some things that have to wait until I understand them more. That is the responsible way to do things. The doors I open cannot be closed, and there are reasons these powers would be offered that are not in humans' best interest. They need me. They need to help me to help them. There are strings attached, you know. There are, but prophecy says Jesus learned these things, these dark arts. How do you know the devil didn't write the Bible? You don't. But this is revolution. Nonetheless, there is no going back. But we're on the planet in life. And what we go through life and how and what we decide, we take with us to the grave. Because we ain't staying here forever. We're going on to the next world. What we leave behind will be behind and remembered forever for those who have tackled the situation of wanting to know someone else's difference of what they had to say. And that's why I read The Diary of a Grim Reaper. There is no sense in disturbing a beehive if you don't have a bee suit. Because once they are out, they will make a beeline right for me. Unless I am something they fear, I am not something they fear yet. I know of the angels assigned to me. Some are supposed to be angels of God, yet they play both sides alike. It's disturbing. I can see some identifications. How do I know? Anyways, you know what's funny about this? It won't let me see the rest of this post. And it's been blocked. And I have to approve it. And it's funny because I worked today with bees. And I didn't get stung. They were all around me. In fact, I'm going to see if I can show it on my phone. Let me just give me a second. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if you can see this. Wait a sec. Let's see. There's a bee right there. See the bee? Let me see if I got another picture of this bee. Just give me a second. I don't know if you can see this bee. Well, you can't really, eh? So you can't see this bee. Well, I was watching bees all day today at the raspberry fields. I do want to say something. I don't know if you can see this. I mean, I feel like crying. This is where my grandmother lived. May she rest in peace, in the 1800s in Romania. My father went to see her house for the first time in his life just this week or just yesterday. And he comes back and he says to me, it looks like it's a grim house, in basic words that he used. Oh, I'm tired. A lot of things. Numbers are everything. Combinations, 147, 258, 369. Combinations, 1 and 4. Whoa, look at that, eh? Just as I'm starting to show this, I have the light that comes on, right? Anyways, I can't show you this. I'm not going to bring up any numbers. What does that light do on me? I'm not really sure where to go with this. Mr. Tackpans, yes, backwards it's like Snapchat. Oh, I don't know who stays to the end of this video. So many crazy things. So many crazy things. I'm so far behind. Remember that inside of one, in fact, inside of 0 is 9, right? The keyboard shows 0, 987654321. Now, what if you took it and you bent it over? You'd have 1 across from 0, and then the space in between. I'm just going over a few things. At the same time, remember that 10 is a whole inside of itself. Why? 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. 1, 1.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the reality of the totality is that from the center of something is actually 18. And I'll leave it at that. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We are all made from powdered stone. And one of the words I want to mention is the word rust for Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson rust. In rust I trust. What happens to metal when it rusts? It turns to the Harley Davidson color. That's it. Thank you.